we look here at your setup, there was your setup before. For me, there's not much daylight there now. It doesn't seem a lot more there in truth, but probably that much. It feels to you probably it's like a massive amount, but that's how much we're trying to get out there in terms of the distance. But I still want to maintain hands and shoulders over your toes. If you just create more distance from here by going, oh, my hands can't be here, I'll move my hands over here and the arms over here and the shoulders go over here. Now the weight's on the toes too much, and then you're just going to be toppling forward and being just too far over the ball this way. And once you're here now, it's going to encourage you to try and rebalance yourself, which will cause you to whip it inside again, which then you're back to square one again. So this was the sort of takeaway now in terms of your drill. Those your swings, so the club go back on there. Hang on, like a frame or two. There, it's kind of behind your short pockets there, okay, at sort of hip height, okay. We had a bit more space and with a bit of practice there now. This one goes back. He's now just about touching your hip pocket. So it's kind of moving a little bit this way. For me, my kind of checkpoint is on the edge of your back of your trousers, which is short there. That's doable, okay. Yeah. That is, for me, in a sort of bad zone, okay? You've got to react somewhere to that, either by hitting shots that are going to look a lot this way, or flip the club over the top and in reject. Which I'm not a fan of that kind of in-out over the top kind of. It's just never really consistent way to swing a golf club, okay? So we can get that club for me. In an ideal world, as I said, it's going to be somewhere between these parameters. Where you got it there is kind of on the edge of good enough, okay? Yes, we don't want the arms to be moving out here. You should do it on a couple of times when you try to move the club away. You just throw the club out in front of it, and that could have been why you maybe get some interesting strikes and you maybe got close to the golf ball because you're moving your arms away and trying to find where that golf club is. When we were too close, you can see the contact as we come back to the golf ball here now. Let's come back here, frame or two there. You can see the strike, very horizontally based and kind of quite tucked up. Where you compare to this one here now as you come back to the golf ball, coming down. Really, I mean, great spot there. Hands under your shoulders there, club on line perfectly. Spot on. I mean, the contact on that one there is about as good as it gets, to be fair. And just there's a bit more spacing for your arms. Your lower half can move nice and effectively. You don't look so cramped and so tucked up as some of the swings before. Good release the arms through and then a nice full follow through up onto your left side. Yeah, good follow through and a good sort of classic pose there to finish with, okay? But if we can get a bit more space, as I said, it's going to feel a little bit almost sunk back slightly. We want to lean forward to get the space and then get your weight on your toes or even the balls of your feet. You want it to be kind of equally balanced between the heels and the toes. You want to be grounded and nice and balanced there so we can swing the golf club under control. If we get too much on our toes, we're just going to be toppling forward. And a flat lie, you might get away with it. You're still young and got quite a decent core. On a sloping lie, it's going to push you further forward over, or vice versa. Okay, so a little bit more space, more so with the longer club is going to be important. With the wedges and stuff, you get away with it because they're just short clubs and just going to stand there up and down. It's not such a problem. With a 5, 6, maybe into the woods and stuff, it'll become more noticeable, okay? So, bit of distance. And again, at the moment now, you're getting the odd one or two that is toey. But as we said, that's a playable bad shot. A toey one that goes straight, you'll lose 5-10 yards. Worst case, your front part of the green or just short the green, you're in play. The hosity ones out to the right or the old snappy hooky ones to the left, no chance at all. So, okay, makes sense? Yeah.